Saya Marie, and today you're watching 6mm TV, and this is The Cage, where we review guns and gears. I'm not claiming to be a pro in airsoft, but this is the kind of gear that I use whenever I play in jungle and CQB game sites. So, starting off with the vest that I'm wearing right now is the GTC, or better known as the Jumpable Plate Carrier. So if you have a small frame or petite size like I do, especially for the ladies out there who are aspiring to play airsoft or naglalaro ka na ng airsoft, I think this would be perfect for you, especially sa mga action stars natin out there, dahil kung mahilig kang magtatatalon sa mga rooftops, vault over ledges, or kung ninja ka, pwedeng sa iyo to because it's snug, it fits me well, and it's lightweight. Beginning here in front is the Velocity Systems MP7 pouches, which can carry 4 of my magazines. Easy retention siya, so hindi siya basta-basta nalalaglag. It also has a bungee cord right here, which you can just take out your mag and put it back in just like that. And next is the SOG knife, so whenever you get entangled in a sticky situation, like a vine situation, you can just cut them away, cut grass, and you can also use this for opening up MREs at pwedeng tagain ang mga ahas sa buhay mo. Next item on my vest is my flashlight, which is the Pelican PM63330, which of course you can use for tactical situations whenever you're in dark areas. But I wouldn't do that so much or light it up so brightly at dahil baka ma-compromise ang position nyo from the enemy. One thing that you can also use with the tactical flashlight is actually blind or distract your enemies. I also run a radio, which is the Baofeng UV5RE, connected to my PTT, which is also connected to my Swordens headphones, which we'll talk more about later. I like running a radio because I play in a team and I like communicating with my teammates to have proper coordination and to be able to play effectively. Remember guys, communication is key to successful gameplay. We also have some Velcro real estate here on my JPC vest, where you can attach your morale patches to boost your morale, of course, plus 10 of morale. And also here is the electric tape, which is attached to my carabiner, where you can do quick fix and patch up things kapag may mga nasisira right then and there on the battlefield. This is my primary weapon, the KWA MP7 gas blowback. Despite its small size, it really packs a punch, averaging around 410 to 420 FPS. Also, it carries around 45 rounds per magazine. What I love about the MP7 is that magaan siyang dalhin, so it's perfect for those who wants to pack light, especially with, again, the ladies or mga players with a small frame like mine at gustong umaakit sa mga rooftops, buildings. Kung may mga ninja kayo ng mga players out there, I think this is the gun for you. It has a retractable buttstock. Kaso nga lang, ang magiging problem nyo is kailanganin nyo lumapit sa kalaban kasi meron lang siyang saktong range. So I think it's good for CQB, but you might be at a little disadvantage pag nasa mga ops tayo, major ops or jungle terrain. The best thing about this gun, of course, you want to look good at the end of the day, so it has custom paint. Usually when you buy the MP7, ang stock niya ay black or tan na color. To make it look good, really good, we customize it with a multicam paint job. Attached to my gun is the ACM Micro Aimpoint, or the Micro T1, which is a 1x scope with a green and red dot. It helps me acquire targets more efficiently rather than using the iron sights. And lastly, attached on my MP7 is the FMA Tech 10, which is the visible laser sight best to use during CQB. Now this is my secondary weapon, which is the Predator 1911 by King Arms. And we're going to do a more in-depth review about this, so make sure to check that video out soon. But suffice to say that the Predator 1911 fires at a power of 300 to 310 FPS and carries a magazine with 25 rounds each, double stacked. The only thing that cramps your style with this gun is that when you slam it inside, it's not enough to secure the magazine itself, since the base here is blocking the way, which you have to use your fingers to just slam in there and secure it properly. With this particular gun, it comes in a gunmetal gray body. Now, next up on the table is the Emerson 579 Universal Holster with a grip lock system where you can just holster your gun easily and then clip it on your belt. And with a standard shooting grip like this, just use your middle finger to squeeze in the lever in order for you to release the pistol. Unlike other universal holsters that I've tried, this one has quick release. It's durable, kahit na madaganan ko siya on my side, hindi siya talaga nag-break easily, and it's not so complicated compared to the ones with the straps dahil wala ka ng velcro na tatanggalin. Again, you just have to squeeze the lever and release the pistol. The best part is that your gun is really secured at hindi siya nahuhulog even though you move about a lot. Now, going over my gun sling, this is the MS3 2.21 point sling in multicam, which I usually put this over on my left side so I can easily transition with my sidearm. It sometimes gets in the way when you try to engage an enemy. I prefer to attach this clip to the D-ring for easier transitioning and switching of the weapon starting from your dominant side to your off hand. Kapag nilagay mo siya in a 2-point configuration, switching your weapons might get in the way. So this right here is my head and face protection gear. Starting with the Air Mask Sniper Elite 2 full face mask. Kung ako sa inyo mga girls, kung ayaw nyo magalusan yung mga magagandang mukha ninyo, make sure that your face is well protected. So the downside with using a mesh on your headgear is that yung mga BB shrapnel, pwede siyang makalusot and it might hurt the sensitive parts of your head. And at a minimum, make sure to wear something on your head for protection, of course. We use a baseball cap, so this is in multicam as well. Pero kung gusto mong mas protected yung head at medyo maselan ka, I would prefer for you to go for a helmet. Heading over the last piece of equipment here on this table is the Z Tactical Sordines headphones, which I make sure personally parati ko siyang sinusot, especially pag mga CQB or mga medyo point blank yung ating mga encounters dahil masakit pag tatamaan ka sa tenga mo. These headphones had saved me from a lot of pain, suffering, and probably even permanent brain damage. So I prefer to use this at all costs. It enhances quiet sounds like footsteps and cancels out loud noises like explosions. Aside from being an ear protection, this is a very functional communication device that links up to my PTT and again, my radio. So basically, you can communicate and coordinate troop movement with your squad or your teammates. Or if you're bored, maybe you could check for signs of life, order pizza, or maybe even Jollibee. But overall, this is a very reliable communications device. For my uniform, my upper BDU is a custom woodlands made from the wood. For the lower is the USGI Multicam Combat Pants with the knee pad inserts. I actually prefer the knee pad inserts compared to the external ones because I've tried them before. Parati siyang nalalaglag, so kailangan ko siyang ayusin every time I'm in battle or in the middle of the battlefield. So I became less efficient in my game. The knee pad inserts really helped me a lot. And secure siya, it's just there in one place and really protects your knees. There you have it. Again, this is my personal preference. This is my gear. It may work for me, but it may not work for you, but I hope you got something out of it. So if you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel to get updated on our latest video. This is Maria of 6mm TV, and you're watching The Cage. Remember that pain may be part of the game, but that is not the objective.